Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Black Clover episode 72. So, yeah, last time we went to the volcano with Oreo, right? Or who I'm calling Oreo, also known as Sisgolian, also known as a name I don't know how to say. So, yeah, and they're training to use their magic as a veil to cover their body, which also enhances their defenses and stuff like that, which is something really cool because it's something we never really went into before in this show is how these people take these like crazy physical hits, and just get right back up. Is because they're protecting themselves with a cloak of magic. And some of the lower members of the Crimson Lions, as well as the like Noelle and stuff, are learning how to use this as well. So since they probably haven't been using it at all, and then we had Yuno, who picked it up real quick like he usually does. But does that mean he's been using it, or is this like the first time he's trying it and he's just like good with it because he's good with everything, I don't know. But I'm really interested in how how Asta is going to handle this and what he's going to get out of it, because I feel like right now it's just like pure willpower that's going to push him up this mountain. But will it just be like personal achievement of like making it against all odds? Or is it actually going to be something that like makes him stronger and improves him? That's what I'm curious on. So, anyway, I'm pretty excited to see this episode because I love training episodes and stuff like that. So let's see what happens, guys. Alrighty, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alrighty. My friend actually mentioned that I say alrighty a lot. And, because he watched my game series where I played through the first Zero Escape game. And I actually just started playing the second one, too. But he watched through it, and apparently, like, almost at the start of every episode, I say alrighty. I think it's Mariolian, right? The problem is like trying to see that name and pronounce it when I'm like only seeing flashes of it on the screen is a problem. If I actually went back and looked at it, I could probably pronounce it. But I like the nickname Oreo. We're gonna stick with that. Yes. Who is the person with the volcano in the opening? Interesting. Maybe I'll go back and look after this episode is over. Obviously, I'm not going back right now. St. Elmo's Fire? That's an interesting episode title name. I'm okay with it because I literally have no idea what that means unless there's someone here named St. Elmo. Or is that like the name of the location that they're at? Do 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 do. I'm kind of excited to get introduced to the guy in the opening that has like his mouth covered in black and it goes like all the way down his neck. I imagine we're gonna get introduced to him because he's featured he's featured in the opening and he's in the ending with Asta. No, that's the Yoltum Volcano Trail, so it's not the name of it. So what's the St. Elmo's Fire? What's with the little fang from her? Usually that's like a cutesy thing you do with like an adorable little anime character. It's funny that Oreo has it. Or at least I feel like that's the case. Oh. That's what I was wondering. Could he use a veil of that? Alright. Oh my god, transform! Actually, you can go home after all. Haha! Is the only thing he can do. I like how he's trying to, like... Oh, shit. Oh my god! No, Asta! No! Yeah, that's a bit crazy, Sauce. I like that he's trying to recreate the feeling, but he doesn't, like, know how to go about doing it. He's like having a crisis. Know himself. Yeah. Huh. Nice. That's awesome. Oh. Scanning, like, his own muscles. Oh. Oh. Oh shit. So is this... So maybe he is gonna learn how to use this power here. Narrator, hello. Oh shit! He did it! And he's still, like, conscious... Oh! Oh! Okay, he's still not in full control of it. Oh my god, there's like a magma monster? Borula. Is Asta just gonna blow through it? He's just gonna burst right through it. Oh, he has a little fang thing too. Maybe it's maybe it's like a family thing or something. Oh, he's catching up to Yuno. He's got to learn how to control it better, but... Oh no, don't fall in the lava! There's no need. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jeez. Punched him right in the face. Alright, so he activated the power, but it was just like heat-seeking to whatever magic, kind of like it did before. So he has to learn how to control it. So he has an idea about how to activate it. Now he needs to learn how to control it. Yeah. Just gotta be careful. You don't frickin' cleave someone in half while you're in that form, because you just don't know how to use it. Oh, completely dormant at night. Damn. Alright. Why do I feel like it's not gonna be as good as they think? Oh! Where did the water come from? Damn. Of course, Charlotte. Oh my god. Oh, okay. The funny thing is that I didn't say it, but I was thinking, can anyone here just make like a wall in between? Alright. I didn't realize there were that many women. I guess I didn't look very hard, but I thought like all of the Crimson Lions that came were just men. Except for obviously, except for these two. And Oreo here. And Noelle. She was like plastered before coming here, or shortly before it, wasn't she? Yeah. Oh. Huh. She's over here. What? Want to join our squad? Interesting. They wanted to get. They saw Yuno's strength and they wanted him as to be an errand boy? Oh my god. Oh my god. So the Wind Fairy is a light drinker. What's on her mind, I wonder? What? Oh. That was, I see, that was Oreo picturing Noelle's mother. I see, I was like, it was so close that the hairstyle change. I was just like, why did Noelle's hair suddenly change? I didn't realize she was envisioning someone else. Damn. Wow. Steel Warrior Princess. Interesting. Poor Noelle. You must surpass her. Cool. Aww. Uh-oh. Maybe too warm? Oh. He's boiling the water. Get to see the guys for a bit. You know what's funny? There's like less interesting guy characters here. Like obviously I love you, Asta and Yuno. And this guy's interesting too, but there's really only like 4 of them, right? Other than the 4 that are on screen right now, is there any others besides like all the little filler extras? I guess there's not 2, 3, 4. Are they the same amount of girls? Did I just assume there was more? Maybe the same amount of girls. Anyway. Oh my god, no. All these guys. Are we allowed to do that? No, you're not. Yes, they will. This is like the beach episode, obviously. And there's always that one character that has to motivate everyone else to go be, like, to go peep. Huh! This isn't just part of my character. Huh! You make that sound really bad, Asta. Aww. Remembering Fugolian. Leopold. I gotta try to remember that. How to peep. Oh my god, was it really? Or is he just imagining that? Okay. Surpass! Oh no! So peeping is how you surpass your brother. Oh my god. They're right on the other side of the wall. If you yell like that, they're just gonna hear you and they're gonna know exactly what you're doing. Oh no, yep. I love how she's like excited about it. Noelle. Oh god, what is she gonna do? Is she raising it higher? Oh my god. I'm glad they, like, addressed the fact that they could just hear them. Yeah, me's just sitting there laughing about it. Sister Lily's the only one for me. Ugh. Ugh. Really? That ending, what the hell? So is that just, I mean, obviously they said the Hot Springs training arc is finished. Oh, man. Interesting. Alright. I mean, let's be real. As soon as any bath scene in anime starts, where there's a women's and a men's side and they're right next to each other, you know for sure that they're gonna try to peep. That's like in the rule book of anime, right? They have to go try and peek. It, like, almost never works. Almost. I guess that's probably one of the other rules in anime, right? One of the other rules is that it's just not allowed to work, you know? Although I think there might have been some, actually. Anyways, guys, that is it for episode 72. But yeah, now that I think about it, I think in Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, the first season, there's a bath scene where Hermes tries to get Belle to go and, like, peep. He has him, like, up in a tree with him, and Belle ends up falling into the bath with them. And some of the girls just, like, didn't give a shit. Like, some of them were covering up and everything, but some of them were just like, oh, hey, Belle! Like, just everything out in the open. Just did not care. So I guess it does work sometimes. But anyways, Black Clover. The beginning was really interesting. I want to go back to the opening real fast, guys. I want to see who is the lava here. Right here at the start. Who is that? That doesn't... It looks like too slim of a figure. Wait, is that just... Oh, you know what? No, that's just, Okay, I think that's just, Magna. Right? Because he does, like, fire with the baseball bats and everything. And a lot of these are all Black Bull characters, I think. And I think I can... It's a silhouette, but I think I can make out... Like, you can see a little bit of hair just on the top, and he has that whole mohawk thing going on, which is probably what we see. And it does look like he has the Black Bull cloak on. So if I were to say any of them look like that, plus he has fire, so it makes sense. Because then we jump right to water, which is Noelle, and then we jump to... Wait, what? Oh, okay. Actually, I guess they're not all Black Bull characters. We jump to Earth, which is the girl... I don't remember her name, but the girl that's always with Charlotte. And then we jump to Luck with Lightning. Who's that with Snow, actually? I actually don't know who that is. Maybe that's a new character. Probably shouldn't look too hard into it. Like, Nature is Mimosa. Desert is this one dude with green hair from the Golden Dawn, I believe he is. Anyway, I don't need to analyze this too much. I was just curious who the fire was. I was curious if it was Oreo or not, but yeah, the whole first part of the episode with Asta, like, trying to find a way to activate this power so that way he can make it to the top. That was pretty cool. I like the way he just had to, like, think through it. It wasn't something where he just, like, pop, and suddenly the power's there, you know, and stuff like that. Granted, I kind of expected him to activate just a little bit of it, but he just went, like, all out right off the bat, like, but yeah. That was pretty cool. I also really like that the way he thought through it, because, you know, he's not the smartest cookie. He's not like a prodigy or anything. But the way he thought through this was basically, you know, how did I feel back then? And I feel like remembering the feeling of something is such like a crucial, is such a crucial aspect of, like, trying to repeat something that you've done before, you know? Like, establishing that like, muscle memory and stuff like that is pretty huge. So I liked how he was like, how did I feel? Like I wasn't thinking. I had a clear head, so he, like, tried to clear his head, you know? He's like, I was on the verge of death, and he, like, thought about the idea of putting himself in that situation again. Luckily, he didn't try to jump in that lava. I mean, maybe it would have worked, depending on, like, how much awareness and stuff like that. Because, like, we don't know nearly enough about this demon that's in his book, right? Like, in some other shows I'm watching that have, like, some kind of entity in him, the characters, if they die, the entity dies with them. But in this case, like, since this grimoire belonged to someone else before, and the swords belonged to someone else, it's very much possible that the entity would just transfer to someone else. So it might not care to save Asta, you know, unless it like has grown to like him for some reason, you know. So I was thinking, like, maybe if he did jump in the lava, the demon entity would, like, even if Asta couldn't activate the power himself, the demon entity would save his life in order to preserve itself. But I don't think it works like that, where, like, the demon is in a risk if Asta dies, you know? I think the Grimoire just will go to someone else someday, you know? So, but yeah, that was kind of cool how he has been using Ki thoughtlessly for, you know, all these other things. You know, he can, you know, deflect that rock that was coming up behind him without even seeing it, and he can, you know, use this extra sense all the time now, and he's gotten really comfortable with it, but he wasn't able to sense the power and what was happening with himself because he just never looked. And that's, I mean, as plot convenient as I'd say that could be, I think it also makes a lot of sense, because there are a lot of times where you get used to something, and you get used to using something in a very specific way, that you just, like, forget that there are other uses for it, you know? And I feel like that's the falling into patterns and stuff like that is very common. So I think that makes a lot of sense to me anyway, you know? But yeah, he was able to, like, channel this energy in, and he tried to figure out, like, the best stance, and I guess the best stance is mainly just having two hands on it, I think. I don't know if, like, having it out like this matters. Like, could he have it, like, at his side or something if he just put two hands on it? Maybe that stance does matter, you know? But I guess we can try to remember that stance, because whenever he does that now, it might mean that he's trying to, like, enter that state. So I guess, excuse me, by the way. So I guess just wielding that sword, that, like, anti-magic energy is always flowing into him while he's using it. It's just not enough to activate whatever form that was that he, you know, just went into with, like, the one wing and the mark on his face. So putting two hands on it and then kind of, like, forcing it to flow faster, he's getting a feel for, you know, activating this power and everything. So that's going to be really cool if he can activate this on will. The problem is next step is learning how to control it, because, like, right now, obviously, it's just heat-seeking to whatever the biggest magic source is, you know? And if he's going to be fighting in an exam environment and he wants to use his power, he needs to learn how to control it, because you can't be doing that, like, one-horn bull thrust right through, you know, one of your colleagues. You know, this is, like, sure, you want to win to become one of the Royal Knights, you know, but at the same time, you gotta not be killing all your colleagues. So, I mean, granted, that would assume that the people he's going up against aren't so strong that, you know, that they can defend themselves, you know. Maybe they won't, no matter how strong Asta is, maybe they won't let him, you know, bull thrust right through him. But either way, you gotta be careful if you happen to run into anyone weaker there. Yeah, but I'm sure that's gonna be one of the next things is learning to control, instead of just heat seeking to the biggest magic source. But yeah, that's cool. So he can activate that power at will. I really wasn't sure which way they were gonna go with it. Like, if they were gonna use this volcano training to get him to, you know, be able to utilize that ability, or if they were gonna use it just as, like, a different source of motivation for Asta, you know. But they ended up doing it. He can now activate the power at will. So, like I said, long way to go though. But oh my god, I don't know what's with the yawns. I just woke up from a nap not too long ago, so I'm wide awake, but I just don't know why I'm yawning. But yeah, the second half of the episode, or I guess I also really love the stuff with Oreo and Noelle about Noelle's mom and everything. I love seeing the glimpse at Noelle's mom, and Oreo seeing Noelle's mom in Noelle, but then also just had to throw in, like, you look so much like her. but your magic sucks. You can't control it. You're not as elegant as she is. I can't even believe that you're royalty, you know, and all these different, like, insults she hurled at her. And she was like, but that's why you have to surpass her, you know, and that's cool. And I like how, like, happy Noelle was in that scene, because, like, Noelle's been, like, I feel like Noelle is, like, resting bitch mode until she's, like, embarrassed about, like, being near Asta, or being told that she likes Asta, or anything to do with Asta that makes her embarrassed, and then she just, like, flies off the handle, right? Like, I feel like a lot of the times she has that, like, I'm a noble, I'm stuck up personality, but every now and then she drops it for the embarrassment, but I don't feel like we've seen her drop it too much just to see, like, the pure, like, happiness and smiles. Like, I guess the only other time I'd say is whenever we're spending time with Noelle and Kahono. I think she did smile and enjoy herself there, and there probably have been other times that I'm just, you know, misremembering. But I felt like it was such, like, a genuine smile here that I kind of just, I don't know, it just felt a little different here, you know, especially because it's such a big moment for her hearing about her mom, and like she said this episode, no one will talk to her about her mom. So not only did her mom, like, die giving birth to her, right, like, and she didn't get to meet her, and then a lot of her family members hated her because of that fact, you know, and then also, by extension, no one in her family would talk to her about her mom because they're, you know, angry at her for all of this. It just, like, I think it was just awesome, like, really awesome seeing this episode, you know. But finally, her, like, hearing someone talk about her mom, and we had that last episode too with Oreo talking about her mom a bit to her, but yeah, that was cool. And then, like, the second half of the episode was just the typical anime, like, bath scene, right? Like some anime have that similar bath scene. Sometimes they do the same kind of thing on, like, the beach episodes, you know. It felt very much like the beach bath episode that almost every anime has at least one episode of, you know. Where, you know, the guys will be split from the girls, but they'll eventually try to peak. Usually it's by the hand of one person motivating all the rest to do it, which, once again, Yami in this case. And I like how Yami just got dragged to this place. It's not like he wanted to come here in the first place. He got dragged here by Oreo, and, like, he's just like, oh, might as well make the most of it. Let's go peak, you know? And I also like how, obviously, a lot of the girls got, like, defensive, and that obviously makes sense, you know. Hell, I don't want to get seen in the nude, you know. I'm sure it's the same for women, too. But I like how Oreo, who is obviously just this very kind of, like, masculine sort of warrior woman, very strong, very confident, you know, and how she just, like, doesn't care. Like, they're just coming to peak, and she's just sitting there like, ha, sounds like they're all fired up, you know? Like, she's like, now this sounds like the Crimson Lions. Like, she, like, wanted this to happen. She's, like, happy her squad is about to just come and try to see her naked, you know? But yeah. Anyway, it was silly. And then they, like, raised the wall a little higher. The little bit of with Asta at the very end was kind of silly. I mean, obviously, I respect it because that's within his character of being like, Sister Lily's the only one for me. But just the fact that he yelled it out, and then everyone's reaction, and then they were just like, oh, it's over, you know? Like, did they manage to, you know, climb up there and sneak a peek? Did Asta buzzkill everyone's groove? Like, what happened there? We'll probably never know, because I imagine we're going right into the next thing after this, you know? But yeah, it's looking like the exam is going to be the next thing that we're going to be moving on to, and I'm assuming anyway. I guess I could be wrong. Maybe we do some more training in a different method, you know, but I assume we're going to be getting to that exam fairly soon, so I'm looking forward to it, guys. It's going to be exciting, so yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you did. Check out my Patreon if you want to see the next couple episodes ahead of time. Right now, you can do so on there. I also have Patreon exclusives on there where you get access to some extra shows where I am watching... Oh, that just reminded me. I actually forgot to release a couple episodes that I was going to release. Oops. I started watching Reincarnated as a Slime, and I was going to release them on my Patreon on Saturday because I have nothing to release on Saturday on my Patreon currently. And then I completely forgot to release them, so maybe I'll just release them now, and then do them again Saturday. Anyways, oopsie daisy. But yeah, check out my Patreon exclusives. I'm watching Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2 at the moment, Black Sails, and Jujutsu Kaisen. So check all that out if you want to if you want to support the channel and get access to some extra content from me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.